And we're back, guys. I'm the Dadadpanther, and we're going to get into this week's war table. And is everything okay at Avengers Tower? The crew, Crystal Dynamics. Let's get into it. Kalika loud. Ooh, and we are back. We're back at the show. I appreciate you guys. You could have been anywhere in the world and you're here. Hit the subscribe button, like button, 3 comments are a like. 3 is my favorite number. Let's do it. Now, before I get into what I'm going to go into, which is about Marvel's Avengers game and kind of where it's at and anything new that, you might have missed, there is a patch that came out. I want to say it's the 1.35. I know they're working on the 1.36, and that's out. I did a video on that. You can go ahead and catch that. And also, if I'm a little behind as far as putting out as many videos as I've done before, I think I'm in the 80s, and the channel's only been open for 30 days. So bear with me. I do appreciate the views and the subscriptions. I'm just trying to get some of these next gen systems so I can add more things to the channel and whatnot. So pardon the dust, the show must continue. So Marvel's Avengers, okay? Today is Friday, and if you know Friday like I know Friday, Friday is where Crystal Dynamics does the live stream. So we get a chance to meet the devs, have a conversation. We do it weekly. This would have been, I believe, episode 3, if not 4, and unfortunately I had to cancel. If you've been following the stream, you know that Andy has been working on getting a PC, a working PC. Though people are kind of upset about that. Again, guys, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors with the company or an individual or individuals in general. Like I said, there is a lot of things going on around in the world. We do not know why he does not have a PC. And to me, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I was fine with how the devs are doing before. I mean, I kind of call them the dynamic duo. I'm fine with them, or if they rotate or whatever. We're getting a chance to see them play the game, okay? We're getting a chance to kind of get to know who these people are and hear and see their passion. And so I do understand people's frustration in the community, like, why are we watching a stream when there's no new content? Why are we watching a stream where it's showing the frame rate dropping, it's showing the bugginess? Why are we watching a stream that's not showing things? Like, if you look at, videos I've done in the past where I said, hey, what if I was, at the devs table saying, how can we approach rolling out Marvel? I'd had, ideas of what we could have done slightly different, and maybe I'll do another video on it. But I do understand the concerns, but I do also understand what the devs are doing. I believe they're working day and night on trying to get this game where it needs to be. And where it needs to be, some people say it should be in the trash. I'm not going to say that. You put what you're going to, what you're going to do with it inside the comments. But I still play the game, but I surely do not play it as much as I play it now, with me trying to get a next gen system, one of the 3 or 4, and just where this game is heading. If you've seen a video that I posted when I first started the channel, I actually said, if you're on the fence about this game, if you're curious if you should buy this game, do not buy this game, okay? And this was before everything kind of started going sideways. So there's no stream today. So you'll have me. I can be your stream. I can be your information. You're curious, when is the war table for Marvel's Avengers? When you find out, please let me know, because nobody knows. They haven't let any information on. Where's Kate? Where's Kate Bishop? We don't know that either. No information on that. We don't know about Black Panther, Warhammer. We don't know about Scarlet Witch. We don't know if Squirrel Girl or Moon Girl ever shows up. We do not know. All we know is what we do know, which is soon. And again, I say that playfully. Like I said, I am fine with, I did a video before. There is going to be a reboot of this game. It's going to be faster, I believe, I hope so, faster than Anthem took before they went to 2.0. We're going to get new loot. We're going to get quality of life. We're going to get a roadmap. We're going to get new things that come out. Those things are coming, okay? That's what they told us. So all I have to do is believe it. That's all I can do. I can be cynical, don't get me wrong, but that's all I have. So there is no stream. There is no new information on this game that we play. That's Marvel. Now you're with me going into the 5-minute mark. I'm going to put some images up. I'm going to talk about some stuff. It might not correlate everything with the image because, again, I'm trying to pump out some more content. So I've got some other stuff to bring to different audiences and start working on other shows. But anywho, there is a new patch. Okay. Now I know what you're saying. At the beginning, I said there was a patch and I said the patch number and they're working on the next one. I mean, there's a new patch. It just came out maybe 4 hours from now, if I get this video out fast enough. The patch really just fixed some glitches that were happening, some game breaking bugs. There was one or two that from a small group of people or audience or community members, however you want to call it, where it was literally just stopping their gameplay. So they fixed that, and they fixed a multitude of other things that they tighten up, and you can literally kind of, it's on the website, it should be up on the website, but I know comicbook.com had it, where they break down exactly what the fixes were. There was nothing that grabbed my attention worth posting online on the screen or to even run down it. It just, they really were doing it to fix some major bugs, as they normally let us all know that. Have you played Spider-Man 5 on PlayStation 5? I mean, have you found a PlayStation 5? If you have, man, good luck to you, because I'm striking out. But anyways, apparently in the PlayStation 4 version, because obviously the PlayStation 5 remastered, they make a nod to this game, Marvel's Avengers. Now, Sony doesn't confirm, and they don't say, it's like this secretive thing that I guess us as a community have said, hey, look, they make a nod. There's a scene where Spider-Man is either talking to somebody or there's an NPC in the background, and sorry that it's all not by quote, but it was something along the lines of, hey, you know, the tower, I guess there's a picture that Peter Parker looks at and he says, hey, look, there's the Avengers Tower. I wish, you know, they would use it more, as if they were gone. They're not there because of the things that happened in our game, A-Day. And then someone said, I guess in the background, oh, they're not here. They're dealing with some stuff on the West Coast. Regardless, there was a nod. And then when you went to the next gen, PlayStation 5 remastered version, that is out. That part of the dialogue is no longer in the game and the storyline. And I'm pretty sure, you know, Sony and Marvel, they're not going to say what it is, but I don't know if they want to connect themselves with either A, what this game is about right now, or B, it could be B or C. B, where it's like, hey, we don't want to lead people on and think that we're kind of the same working together, or just making up letters and numbers at this point. It could be C. It could be like, hey, look, we're already dealing with the fact that we gave PlayStation the Spider-Man exclusive character, and we just don't want a bad look on that one. I don't know what it could be, but I don't know if that's good for the community or anyone who's viewing the community to kind of hear that. To go along with that, there was Black Widow. There's a skin that came out. Now, I can't remember if this was a pre-order skin versus just one of the skins in the marketplace, but they were almost identical. They're just tweaked a little bit. And if you've seen my videos before and you've played the game, you realize one of the big problems here is they want us to pay for stuff that is slightly different than, it's kind of like you're taking a picture of friends hanging out at night and you snap 2 or 3 really quick and there's not much changing, but you're still debating which one you should delete. That's what we're looking at. You had that happen this week, the marketplace. Now, remember on the 50% off, they said, hey, look, we'll let you know on the 50% off when we're going to end it. Well, apparently like 2 or 3 days ago, and I found out via Twitter, and you can follow my Twitter handles and all my information, social media, and what systems I'm on in the description. But it was something along the lines of like, I think 15 to 30 minutes that some of the gamers were saying that the items went right back to full price. Like they said, hey guys, buy what you're going to buy now because the sale for the marketplace, that's going to end real soon. And people are like, yeah, it already ended when the servers reset for the sectors and the marketplace. And if that is the case, put in the comments. I don't know. I didn't log in, but that's crazy to be like, we're going to let you know. And then you do that faster than the fiasco that was Walmart and Sony at PlayStation 5. Now, sidebar, I believe Sony said, hey, look, we're going to do pre-orders on this date. And Walmart was like, or maybe not Walmart in general, somebody who had that opportunity to hit that button said, hey, we're going to make some money. let's go live on the pre-orders. Let's mix things up. Let's Leroy Jenkins. Man. Anywho, let's keep going. Let's move on. Now let's move on to the juicy spot. Okay, the juicy part of where we're at. Now I know we're getting to the 10-minute mark, and maybe you've bailed already, or you're like, hey, listen, there's no stream. There's no war table. Okay? You're not getting anything from the devs. I'm giving you to my knowledge, I'm giving you the most information that I have. I literally sit at the computer, try to take notes as good as I can, and give the news on this game. So in the final conversation piece is a lot of content creators are not streaming this game anymore. I watched Lejeune. It might have been this weekend. Oh, was it this weekend? It might have was the weekend that passed. It was right after the stream, I think, actually. Yeah. And I watched the stream, and the stream was cool. I was in the stream. He was interacting with everybody. It was a cool vibe. But you don't find a lot of people streaming this game, and not only streaming the game, but streaming it in a way that if you didn't know what the game was about, that it would intrigue you to keep playing. Because even though some people might complain about Destiny or Division 2, again, I'm comparing live service games, you would still watch someone play the game because maybe the game has a certain look, maybe the cutscenes of the storyline, maybe it allows you to be able to have a conversation that brings somebody into the lore to, hey, what is that? And other than if you're if you're not a personality, like Lejeune is a pretty cool person from what I've seen, then you're not going to watch that stream. And to watch, like Farming Simulator, no shade towards anyone that plays or likes that game. I might try it on Xbox Pass, but Game Pass, but they had way more views than the Marvel game. The Marvel game, I think at the time when I looked at the stream views, it was like less than 500 people were streaming, and not at the time, just that's in general, versus the 7,000 plus that's like doing Fall Guys. Again, no shade towards it, just the state of the game. Okay. And you have YouTubers and content creators in general, however you want to title them, who are no longer doing what I'm doing, which is talking about the game. And if they're talking about the game, they're talking about the negative part. You have a streamer who might come up and say something about it, or a content creator, and they're just talking negative about the game. That's the state of the game right now. Now, the stream was canceled, but at no point has the Twitter handle or someone in Discord that represents the not the community, because we have some great community people in Discord, okay? A lovely bunch in there. But there's no one from Crystal Dynamics, unless I'm missing something, that stepped up and said anything. And it was unfortunate to watch the devs on the Fridays have to go up there. I understood what they were doing, but have to go up there, at least I think I do. Had to go up there every Friday for 2 or 3 Fridays, knowing that they could not answer the questions that a lot of people in the comments were saying, and they couldn't answer a question about the marketplace right now when people would ask them. They can't keep answering and putting off the roadmap and the Kate situation. They can't, the question of, hey guys, did you guys really lose $6+ million? Did your company really lose that crazy amount that was talked about, that everyone's talking about, and Forbes and stock reports and all? Like, did you guys really do that? They can't answer that question. They can't answer that. They can't answer why the Marvel Universe brings in, I think last year brought in $22 billion. Now, don't put an asterisk by that. I don't know. It could be the whole Marvel Universe since they've been doing it, or it could have been last year. But point blank, let's just say it was $1 billion. Let's just say it was $1 billion. The conversation is, the point I'm trying to make is that it is multi-million-dollar nameplate. Okay? You know, when you buy something, you're like, oh, man, I know they're charging a lot. It's because of the name. I will buy 2 of them, please. That's what you bought Marvel for $60. It's an investment. It's a live service game that you paid $60 for, and you're like, no, not for me. And the bad thing about this for live service games in general, moving forward, too many of these live service games are going to bite us in the butt as far as a community, regardless what live service game you're playing. And we're either going to stop seeing live service games, they're going to step up to get better, or we're just going to keep getting this below average stuff that has to be fixed later on and compared to, anthems and the Fallout 76s and whatnot. But right now there was an image. The image was showing that, I think this was like maybe October 10th or something. So it was recent. it shows that the game and all only information you have is PC, because they're not going to give you the console information. But PC at one point peaked at 28,000 people playing the game. That was the peak. And you know what it is now, since like November, the second week of November, maybe the 10th, it was like 544. It was less than 600 who were playing the game. And it doesn't matter the time zone that you're in, you're going to find other games where people are playing it for a larger sum. And I'm not knocking this game 100% on this issue, because I believe there's a lot of other live service games that are having this issue, because I think the community is swaying their vote with their money and their time of what's going on with live service gaming. But man, that's crazy. There's a story that just came out today, the date of this video, that the Marvel's Avengers PC since the startup has lost 96% of their player base. Like I said, guys, change gonna come. Change gonna come. One or two things are gonna happen, guys. We're either going to get, if they do this the right way, it's going to be a relaunch of the game. If they simply just put out content to stay relevant in the news, and this is bad that this is happening at a time right now where you have next-gen gaming, where you have the Switch and the PlayStation, the Xbox, the PC, you know, VR, if that's your thing. You have next-gen systems, and you cannot talk about this game in a positive light to ride this wave. And some of the live service, you know, games, and just some of the games, it doesn't always have to be live service, but there's a lot of game companies right now, or they're just walking with their head down like, man, I hope nobody talks about us. We just gotta let this blow over, wait for 2021 first quarter, and we'll try it again. Once again, it's gonna go one or two ways. Either Disney is gonna cut ties with Marvel, and they're gonna go a different way. And they might say, hey, listen, just you guys do whatever you want, Crystal Dynamics, on this game, Square Enix. You guys, Enix, you guys do whatever you want on this. We're pulling out of here. We're not going to say nothing now because we don't want to hurt the brand any worse than it already is. We spent a lot of time on making this game and marketing this game and whatever. It just didn't work. Or they're going to say we're going to do a relaunch. Or we're going to put out content. And we're going to continue to build up this game, and new gamers will keep playing because it will be in the bargain bin, and they're going to be curious about it. And eventually we'll get enough updates where, you know, 2-3 years in, we're going to like, hey, man, this game came a long way, right? Man, that update, 2.47? What? That was the update. You know what I'm talking about. The one with Dr. Doom. Anyways, I want to say, is there anything else I got to talk about on it? No, that's it. I mean, what I'm hoping for, if you're asking, I can read your mind. What would I do? Really briefly, it needs to be a redesign of the game. Okay, let me stop. I don't mean redesign the game. You can't redesign it. It's already been done, whatever it is. They sold it the wrong way by showing us the mission on the bridge, making us think it was focused on story, which wouldn't have been bad, a Drake's Uncharted vibe with this. But it wasn't. They really kind of wanted a Gears of War 5 where you were playing with AI or playing online, but they didn't give you enough to make it where you were online. And so the group, the community is completely sliced and diced all over the place because they have no idea what this game is supposed to be. So it's kind of hard to approach it because it's not like, oh, it's linear, so we just got to add more missions. We got to clean up mocap and voice and add this new mission and this new character and these modulants type changes to the mission so they can rerun it. But no, it's a looting system, and there's an online play, and you can't split up the Avengers. They all have to be together. You can't have missions with one or two, or they split up as a team. You can't show gear on your body that you're showing off so you can be like, my Hulk looks different from yours. Not just the graphics or skins I bought from the marketplace, but also look at the gear that I found. Where'd you get that from? Oh, I got it from this villain sector. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go run it again. Or let me drop some items for you. Let me ping this. Let me text in game chat. All this quality life stuff's not there. No matter how many other games out or live service games out, for some reason these companies are dropping these games, right? Putting the devs at risk. And I say that because, again, devs aren't doing this by themselves. And I get the video's long, but guys, what else are we doing right now? There's no state. There's no stream, okay? Other than some retweeting of, you know, who's taking pictures in the game. There's nothing. Like, it's sometimes it's so disappointing. Again, I bought this game. I bought it just like you did. And it's so disappointing when you look inside they tweet something, right? And you look in the comments and the majority of it is negative. And it's like they're paying it no attention. They're like, man, this is a great picture of Miss Khan, right? Isn't it? Yeah. And then there's Thor and there's lightning. And then the comment is like, dude, I'm trying to get a refund. Or this glitch on a PC. Help PC out. I know don't get me wrong. I know the devs are working on it. But man, it seems like PC is dealing with some issues on their end. But man, they've got to relaunch this game, and not only just relaunch it behind closed doors, they need to publicly relaunch it. They need to keep tweaking stuff, quality of life for the people who are playing and grinding it all day, and they're using this as a beta. I hate to say it, we're beta testers. Tweak the loot, tweak the map. Let's try some stuff. Okay, now we're liking it. The numbers are showing that the players are enjoying it. Now you can publicly talk up a roadmap. Now you can make the roadmap look like Marvel does their phases of movies, where you're not seeing that Black Panther is released on this time. You're not seeing that Scarlet Witch. You're not seeing Quake. You're not seeing Quake on the list on March 15th. You're saying second quarter. So there's wiggle room to it. But at the same sense, the community gets that anticipation of what's going to come out, what's going to drop. And again, if you do not fix the loot, you do not fix the quality of life, it doesn't matter what characters you add. It doesn't matter what graphics and things you add to the marketplace, because no one, I'm not trying to be rude, no one cares about the banners. No one cares that the emojis, you get emotes, you got one, right? And you should have a wheel so that you can use multiple ones if you're unlocking them and you're buying them. So, like I said, I believe they either have the answer to all this, everything we've always wanted. They just haven't released it yet for whatever the reason. Or they're scrambling right now and they've got to rethink their strategy. Either way, they need to do it right, because if they fumble again, it's going to be tough and really disappointing to lose a big chunk of player base off of characters that people like and love already. I mean, with even villains that people love already. So, man, there goes the music. You know what that means? That means it's time for me to go. But you could have been anywhere in the world and you were here. I appreciate that. Hit the like button, subscribe button, all that great stuff. And we're going to ride it out. If I get any more information on this game, I'm going to let you know, because I'm still here in this ship as the violin and the cello and the bass guitar rock on as this ship seems not to be sinking. Just sitting here with no destination in sight. As for the devs, man, guys, they're people too. You can give them feedback, keyword feedback, but make it, you know, don't make it negative feedback, like against them as people. Just, hey, listen, I don't like this level. This level's not fun. Why is it not fun? Because it's not fun. Whatever it is, okay? They're gonna get it together, guys. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it because I think we need to hear it as a community. Somebody's got to say it. They're going to get this together for so many reasons. Not just the fact that DC has 2 new games coming out that are kind of in the realm. No. Live service on the fence, losing money, losing player base, trying to find their way. They're going to. Till next time, Kalika-lika-low.